course, they do encourage the talent, but getting those kind of sponsorships for work, and then clearing your exams and stuff like that, and then having the work authorization for a longer time frame. US is definitely a bit challenging, but it's not. I won't say it's impossible.
Also, completing LLM from these universities, after completing LLM, if you want to apply for a corporate job or any of the corporate firm over there, so for how many months we do have to intern in some places for applying the job in a firm? Is there any specific period for applying for a firm before looking out for a job? Like in India, we do intern before applying for a job, right? So over there, what is the time period for doing interns after LLM?
There is no specific time frame, but between your semesters, because usually most of the LLM degrees are either 2 or 3 semesters, I would say, based on how much course load you take. So in between your semesters, you definitely can, do the internships, and then as soon as you graduate, you apply for the OPT, the work authorization. Maybe in a couple of months, you should be eligible to, start working because you technically have a work authorization. You start applying as soon as you graduate or even before you graduate. Sometimes, they have a very strong alumni there, each and every law school. So, you at least have those kind of contacts and then, references from the professors. In my LLM, I did my, internship under my immigration law professor as a research assistant for her. For 2 semesters, and she gave me the aid. It's not much, but that gave me a satisfaction and exposure how the research is being conducted there. So I'm glad that I was able to be part of that. But yes, it's similar to here. So when you are still pursuing your LLM also, you can still apply for jobs on campus and then with any of the professors. So as a research assistant or any other thing. So some of my friends, work in the dining areas. Some of my friends work in the bookstores in the school. But I didn't choose that path because I always wanted to have some experience from the academic side of it. Because money was not a big criteria for me, because I have a support system where my husband supported me, my family supported me on those lines. But all of the other friends are not on a similar lines. The reason I'm saying this is I'm being very practical, not giving a very hyped situation to you. I'm coding the very basic things there, so that way you are prepped, you know what you are getting into. So tomorrow if you really get into your master's and then, hey, I heard Janetha speaking, she, completely spoke something different, what I'm experiencing is completely different. So it depends upon each family, financial thing, how much they can spend, it depends on that. So, but definitely you'll have the opportunities in the school, on campus where you can apply, study and then do part-time jobs at the same time.
How challenging would it be compared with the US native attorneys?
US what?
US native attorneys. Native US.
Oh, working. We are very hard-working people, I would say, definitely, coming from, this competitive environment. So, definitely, it is challenging, but at the same time, they do honor our hard work. They do recognize. So, as I said, you just continue doing, striving for what you do. So, you will overcome it eventually. It is challenging initially. So, as an alumni of this university, if I am able to succeed, I am able to do it, you guys will be able to do it as well. Definitely.
Good morning. I don't know if this is the right question now to ask, but is it safe? There is so much of conveyance in US. How do you deal with both as a resident and attorney conveyance?
Repeat the question again.
How do you deal with this conveyance in US, both as a resident and to serve the clients, we need to be aligned.
Yeah, I mean, that's how the culture is in the United States. For the matter of fact, my daughter goes to a college in DC where, on and off, they kind of, trigger alarms, stuff like that. But that doesn't mean that, you have to pursue what you have to, that's the secondary. For that matter of fact, we have the similar, not the same gun violence or those kind of challenges. We have the similar challenges here as well, I would say. When you go to school, you have to go through. It's everywhere in the world. So, but yes, the gun culture is, more there. And I think both the administrations, the Democrats and Republicans are trying to, get it under control. But you never know, anything, anytime can trigger. But just because of that, you don't have to sit at home. You have to do whatever you have to.
Hello, madam. Doing radio, LLM radio.
Be more louder, please.
Hello, madam. I'm doing masters in LLM radio here, alternative dispute resolution. I would like to know the prospects in US for arbitration, mediation, and conciliation wise.
Yeah, it's a wide network, very wide market there. So you definitely would have opportunities for whatever you do. Once you graduate and once you clear your bar exam, the opportunities are endless, I would say. But at the same time, maybe when you talk about the arbitration, we might not be able to compete with the local talent because in the arbitration, mostly you are assisting the US citizens, right? Whether it is, family case or any of it. So they feel more confident going with their own, people who have the similar background. I would say yes, opportunities are there, but that might not be a good pick. Arbitration is not a good pick, I would say, because you will have those language barriers, language challenges, and then some social taboos because, let's say, a US citizen wants to get his case or her case arbitrated, they might go with, because I'm being more real here. So, we do see those kind of differences, being a brown there, you see discrimination there, but you just have to overcome it at times. So, people coming to our country from, other countries to work here, part of their multinational companies, they do face the same challenges. I guess it's everywhere in the world, but you have to overcome. But if I have to say to your question, whether arbitration you have the opportunities, yes, I would say, but whether you can do your services to the full potential, I'm not sure about it because there would be language barrier, that might not be a good thing for you if you really want to do it.
Suppose we have strong language skills, communication skills, and how can we overcome these cultural barriers, color barriers, cultural barriers?
So though you have the strong language skill, but still, I would say underneath them some kind of discrimination will always be there because they prefer, because they know, being born and brought up there, they know, they understand the system. Of course, we are nothing less, going through the whole system. We understand it, we study it, but, let's say we are in Andhra Pradesh, and you being a Telugu, you want to do arbitration, and then, there is another person from North India, let's say from Punjab or Delhi, coming here, he learns Telugu. If a local person has to choose between you both, what do you think who he or she will choose? Right? Same thing.
How could you overcome all these barriers, color barriers, cultural?
You just have to prove yourself again and again. That's it. You just have to be honest in communicating, setting those kind of expectations, and then do the hard work, deliver the kind of work that they are expecting. So they really have that kind of faith and trust in you.
Another question. Why did you choose Indiana University School of Law? Is there any particular reasons or are there any better universities than that?
There is no particular reason. When I went to the United States, that's where I landed in Indiana State because my husband was working for AT&T. So I applied thinking that, I'll be local to that university. But however, in a couple months, everything flipped. My husband got transferred to New York. I came all the way from New York to Indiana University and then, pursued my LLM. So, I didn't really strategize much. I thought of being, local, having somebody, your own person, helping you on some lines, so that way some of the things will be at ease. So you don't have to worry on, whether it is transportation or, person being local, any health issues, things like that. That was my focus, but there is no specific reason why I chose. But however, I always wanted to graduate something on, American laws, and this university actually gave me that kind of opportunity. I graduated, I have a degree from American law, and then, that's the only reason.
And also, the information that you have an office here in the Hyderabad. If any of our students want to do internship under you, how can we contact you?
Yeah, you have, I think, I have some of the cards I can pass, but you can just Google me, it takes you to my website, you can just always email me. Make sure that in the email you refer to OU Law School, because, I get a lot of internship opportunities, even, requests even from the local, college students, schools, high school students. So, we kind of, my paralegal, my support staff, they kind of, filter them, and then, only if we get 10 onto my desk, only the finalist of 2 or 3 will come, right? There's a different criteria. So if you send an email, so, we'll definitely look into it. And yes, virtual internships, yes, definitely we can offer. And I also want to suggest to the administration, like, in the US, how they do is, when I graduated from my law school, in the whole year or 6 months time frame, you have 2 hours to interact with your alumni. It depends on how effectively you use the 2 hours interacting with your alumni. You have to get out everything in that 2 hours. So 1 hour sessions I got, and then I was able to utilize it and then grab an opportunity on the internships. So maybe that advice, I can have a word with Jigar Digaro or Radhika ma'am to help you on those lines. There should be a list of alumni, and then one-on-one, like the college assigns,
We're actually working on it, so probably in the next 15-20 days we will come up with a blueprint as to how to proceed further. Subsequently, we will be dropping an email, as you said.
Yes, definitely. I'm happy to help my own, school students. Yes.
Any questions? I, on behalf of OUCL, would like to extend my warm gratitude to you, ma'am, for sparing your precious time and giving useful insights pertaining to the area of immigration, and in the course of which you had emphasized on the needs to throw some light on practical implications of theoretical aspects of immigration law. And surely we would like to incorporate the same. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, and thank you for the wonderful opportunity. Anything for the students, you have my email ID anytime, mentoring internships and all virtual internships. So, take the opportunity, and then good luck to you all.